shot, don't miss the frame. Hobby hooligan, what's your name?
Hey, what's up, all you hobby hooligans? Welcome to another episode of Ashtabula Hobby Talk. I'm your host, Rykus, owner of Captain's Comics in North Kingsville, Ohio. If you haven't been there yet, check it out. We'll have lots of goodies and hobbies for you to explore. I'm also a big hobbyist. I have lots of hobbies underneath my belt, and I'm here with...
Hey, everybody. I'm Nemo, president of Amigos Radio Club, Ashtabula, amateur radio enthusiast, and I have a bunch of hobbies, too. Does off-grid hobby farming count?
I think so.
All right.
It should.
I'm glad that counts. And, man, I used to do role-playing games a lot back in the day, and... Oh, Airsoft. I did Airsoft.
I haven't done Airsoft yet. I want to.
That was so much fun. I used to have a great time doing that. I think my knees can't take that anymore, but...
we have a lot of parallel hobbies.
Yeah. And that's a good thing. That's good.
That's what we're here for, to explore them.
I mean, I do like movies, too, quite a bit. I do watch a lot of movies.
You're talking my jam.
Yeah, that's been a thing. I can't always pinpoint and remember exact on the movie stuff, but that's okay. I don't care.
I
know
was
which ones
very
I like.
accurate when I was younger. It's getting a little bit vague now, but I used to pinpoint scenes, lines. I watched a movie. I go to work. I just play that movie over and over again in my head.
Yeah, it depends on the movie. So here's my thing. Like, I'll remember the lines and I'll remember all the scenes, but I don't know who the actors are. I don't care. But I mean, there's some, like when I see Patrick Stewart, I know he's a good actor. I appreciate his roles in Star Trek and X-Men and even his older stuff like 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and I think he did a version of the Island of Doctor Strange or Dr. Monroe, whatever.
Sure.
So I mean, like I'll remember that stuff sorta, but I won't remember everything about. I'll remember the movie.
Here's the thing about hobbyists that are into the movies. It's just added layers, knowing who the actors are and what they did, and more trivia. It just adds more flavor to the movie. You watch a movie with this actor in it, and then it's like playing 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, which you do not want to play me at.
So two people that really got me into the movies stuff. I used to have a good friend, Maury Zarelli. He passed away. Rest in peace, my good friend. But I actually used to work for him. He ran movie theaters for a living, and that man knew more about movies than Siskel and Ebert, for those people who date back that far. And
Right.
And he could pretty much tell you everything about any movie that was ever made. And so like that kind of really dug me into the movie scene as far as like trying to pay attention a little
Right.
more.
Well, here's a little bit of tidbit of movie trivia. I don't know if you know. In the movie Groundhog Day, Phil relives that same day for 34 years or more.
I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine reliving the same day over and over again for 34 days? For
Man.
34 years.
The rough thing about that is, they don't even live that long. Oh, but the Phil guy does. Yeah.
Yeah.
The lead character.
He remembers it all. He's just 34. That's 12,000 days or
I'm going to have to
more.
watch that movie again.
It's very good.
Yeah.
We watched it with the family. We didn't watch it on Groundhog Day because we were busy, but the day after.
So for those people who are watching us, they're Southern folks. Our Groundhog Days are pretty important to us up here in Ohio, and we just had Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
I saw lots of memes of groundhogs with black eyes and casts, arms in their casts, and so on
I
and
think
so forth.
Edgewood has their own groundhog. His name's Chuck, I think. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. But he kind of rivals Phil. Phil and Chuck are arch nemesis.
Is that Phil's the PA groundhog?
Phil's a Punxsutawney County.
Yeah. He's the
PA.
official one around
Yep.
here.
He's the most famous.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, Edgewood has their own. His name's could be Chuck. And if Phil sees his shadow, Chuck does not. If Chuck sees his shadow, usually Phil. They rival.
I saw this study too, with the Groundhog Days and all the guys who do it. It seems like it's pretty much a 50-50 split. The all the way across the country anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if he sees a shadow. I just like the sport of it. I like seeing people come out and enjoying an animal that sees a shadow. I mean,
Yeah, well,
what?
and it's a good festival thing. And, it's just like having Yule. The traditions behind Yule was you send the guards out and the hunters out to go gather whatever you can, and
Mhm.
the whole thing with the Yule log was you go out into the woods and you find the biggest tree around and you cut it down and you bring it back, and that becomes the wood that you use to get you through the rest of the winter time. And
Nice.
and there was there's a big festival. You need something happy in the wintertime to keep you going through
For
it.
sure.
Absolutely.
The people in Puxat County, they got it down. They dress up in this old time clothing, and they put on the whole show just like they do in the movie. They still do it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's good fun. Maybe one day I'll get out there and check it out, because isn't that just right across the border from
Sure
us?
is. It's on my bucket list. I want to go there. We were going to go there, but then COVID hit, and I think they had this thing where you can buy like a cardboard cutout of yourself to be in there. And
Okay.
I thought that was kind of ridiculous, but each their own.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, you can stay at home and see your cardboard cutout of yourself celebrating Punxsutawney County.
That's silly.
Yeah,
You
I'd
might
rather
as
do
well-
it in person sometime soon.
Will they put it in movie theaters for you too for extra $1 or $2?
I mean, Danny DeVito, someone brought him a cardboard cutout of him to prom, and it got famous. And Danny DeVito found out about it, and he made a cardboard cutout of the girl that did that, and he brought her to, I don't know, some kind of show or something.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's fun.
So yeah, man, we had a great guest last week.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Glad he came in, and we're going to be going back out with him again probably pretty soon here, because we've got a part 2 to his story coming up. And so because we put him up there, we didn't really cover and talk about the radio club's events there. So
Oh yeah, there's a landmark that happened.
yeah, actually it is kind of a landmark for us.
Sure is.
We
Something to be proud of.
yeah, so it is a field preparedness and emergency drill event. But as soon as you give people points and numbers, it becomes a contest, and no matter what.
Of course.
So of course, we're out there with our field gear and setting up our emergency preparedness stuff and practicing for that. But as far as points go, and we probably didn't, I don't know where we are on the list yet, because I haven't seen a report from our field day logs yet from Winter Field Day, but I'm sure they're coming down the pike real soon here. We scored 455 contacts. We did 455 contacts, and there was only like 6 of us running 3 stations. So that's actually the most we've ever scored, I think, in a field day event for our club personally, and 70 plus of those were digital contacts, and that's the first time our club has done a digital mode radio setup since we've been doing field day for like the past 5 years, 4 years. Yeah, well, the first time. No, it's the first time we've had digital at all running. Oh, okay. Well, okay. It was the first time we took it seriously. I guess we've had it a little bit here and there.
I do have to make a formal apology to you. I told you I was going to be there. I had full expectancy. I planned on it, but then negative degree weather.
Yeah,
hit.
you know what? Actually, we told everybody except for the core operators that they were not required to show up in the club. We did have probably 12 people total come in and out throughout the course of the weekend. But when we got there, maybe Andrew could pick up some of these pictures here real quick.
Did you guys stay
The
warm?
outside pictures. We were So it was like negative 11 degrees, negative 10 degrees, and wind chills of craziness. But here's one of our antennas there. So it wasn't bad setting them up, but it was windy. So we would have to put one antenna up and then go inside and warm up for half an hour, 45 minutes before we could go back out.
Oh man, that looks cold out there.
And there's another shot of one of our antennas there. And there's one of us going inside, running string and cable. I think is that the third antenna? That's the other antenna. It was actually run out to that tree there from the side of the building. So we did get that going. But hey, inside, we were nice and warm. The big thanks to the guys over at the Jefferson Conservation Club. This is their facility here. We got some photos of that. This was our house for basically 3 days, starting at Friday night. And excuse me, they've got quite a nice setup over there. That wood burner in the middle there, go back there, that thing kept the whole place warm.
All
we
right.
were sitting in there in t-shirts. Yeah, we were sitting in that space in t-shirts, hanging out, playing on the radio. So it was a good time. It was definitely a good time. I think we got some pictures of the radio stations there. Maybe we can get the one main. Let's get the one of you and Jeff up there. Do you got that one there? The happy one with you and Jeff? You didn't get that on there? Oh. It should have been. Okay, well, hey, so this is what a typical station looks like for us. This is obviously the radio. There's a logging computer, and you can't see them in the picture there, but that radio's tied to a set of batteries and runs out that door right there.
All right. You have a full-blown website dedicated to this, and I seen somewhere where talk to me about the classes that you put on there.
Okay, so all right, so
Are we ready to talk about this?
yeah, sure, we can talk about it.
All right.
So obviously the radio club has a website. We are kc8oh.org, Kilo Charlie 8 Oscar Hotel.org. Anybody can go there. We got a forums set up there for people to use. We have a link to the Discord server that we have set up. There's some information there now. We're still developing it. It's still in process, but yeah, it's not ready for prime time, but it's ready for 6 o'clock news.
All right.
Let me grab my. Sorry.
Isn't that Saturday Night Live's tag, not prime time?
Yeah, maybe late night. Big Chuck and Little John type stuff. No, but it's set up. It's serious. It's ready to go. And there is good information on there and contact information on there. The classes thing, we aren't ready. We obviously we have the conservation club there. We work closely with them. They let us do our thing with their we'll probably be running the classes out of there over the course of the summertime.
Can we reveal a little bit what you have planned with the classes, or you just want to wait till later?
Well, we'll do standard technician classes.
Online?
Probably not online. We're gonna do them in person. There's no reason to do them online.
Right. But the information will be like there on the website, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're probably going to be putting some information up on the website. Honestly, we teach out of a book. Our VE team, I'm not one of the VEs, but our VE team teaches out of the books Ham Radio the Easy Way. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Ham Radio the Easy Way. It's not the official ARRL book, but it's cheaper and it has the same information.
Okay.
And it's a little bit easier laid out for people to understand. So we teach out of that book.
It should be labeled The Dummy's Guide to Ham Radio.
Well, there is a Dummy's Guide to Ham Radio. That's a different book.
How do you compare? Which one do you prefer?
I mean, in the end, they're all teaching to the test. So the ARRL book is a little wordy and a little less hold your hand through the technical stuff.
Okay. See, I never read any of those dummies guides for da da da. I mean, I seen them; they're all over the place. But it's just I'm more of a literature type guy. I
Yeah.
learn more with a good solid book, something that doesn't skim over things or whatever the dummies guide does. I don't know what it does.
Yeah, I've read a couple of them, and I don't want to give a bad review, but after reading them, like, cause like back in the day when HTML first came out, and I wanted to pretend like I was a website coder, like a lot of people do, um, I would read the HTML for Dummies book and the JavaScript for Dummies book and the C++ for Dummies book and the blah blah blah, and still not understand what I was doing correctly, and so I would end up going to other sources to figure it out.
Well, you can criticize those books because you read them, but the dummies guide as a whole, I mean, some might be good, some might be bad. It's just a preference thing.
It's a great idea. I just haven't read them all, and so I can't really give you an opinion. I'm as an introductory, it's probably a good thing. But
Like a
by the
beginner's
time I
guide.
read the HTML for Dummies guide, I already knew how to set up the HTML brackets and how to write the header brackets and how to insert image code, and you know what I mean? Like, I already had all that stuff down for basic HTML. So I wasn't too worried about that. Um, so it didn't actually help me in that regard.
This kind of brings a thought to my head. Have they ever made a dummies guide to collecting comic books?
I don't-
That'd be something I want to read because that's something I know intimately about. I know comic books inside out.
so maybe
I know
that's
the market.
something,
I
you
can
need
read
to
the book and be like, yeah, they're way off. Or that's pretty good. That's spot on.
Yeah, so the Radio Club's website has a members forum. That's open for just about anybody to sign up to and participate in the members forum. Club members get a little bit different membership status than regular just general people signing in. Obviously, there's information there regarding membership status and information there regarding our 501c3 opportunities, the things that we do as that, and there's a photo gallery that doesn't have any real big photos in it yet, but we do have members submitting photos, so that'll be updated pretty soon too.
Right. And that's going to bleed on over into Ashtabula Hobby Talk website.
Yeah, we have one here too. I have that picture now. Well, why don't you bring it up there? That's a great picture of you and Jeff working a radio together. Actually, we were using this for our SSTV image. Oh, that's not the one with the. Did you take the SSTV image codes out? Oh, okay. Well, no, I uploaded that to the website, I thought, but yeah, that's that. We use that. So SSTV is slow scan television, which is a. It's really just sending pictures. It uses the same protocols as old school television airwaves,
Okay.
but it doesn't send video. There is a fast scan television that will let us do that we can do, and that will let us send video. But yeah, all that stuff we're doing with our phones now, sending videos back and forth, sending pictures back and forth, messages back and forth. We all did it on ham radio first, so welcome to that. Wow, I'm got it.
But we're going to be developing Ashtabula Hobby Talk a little bit more. We're going to have probably some merch in the future. We're going to have a website to funnel it. You can donate to us to help us explore more hobbies. That's all going to be funneled into the website. And we're going to do a lot more with the website. This is just like a beginner thing for it.
Yeah. Ashtabula Hobby Talk is being set up here pretty good. It's being worked on.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
A
lot of stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We haven't figured out a direction of communication like Discord or something like that. We do have a Discord channel, but we're thinking about trying to incorporate another.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. To hooking those things up. I've been looking at that for a bunch of things. The radio club has a Discord channel, and we have one too. Linking those to the websites is so tricky. It's not.
Right.
It involves some webhooks and some other stuff, and
We're exploring options right
yeah. So right now, though, we will be setting up for Ashtabula Hobby Talk. We'll be setting up actual members stuff, so people will be able to log in and become contributors. We just haven't figured all that out yet. What kind of tier system we want to use, and but hey, we did set up blogging on there, so that'll help with the SEO stuff, sort of a little bit.
I was going to make a blog yesterday to test it out. Did you know recently Dungeons and Dragons has a birthday?
I should know that, but I don't.
I think we missed it by 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
But today, I think, is the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon that came out 30 years ago.
that was a great cartoon.
I think it came out 30 years ago today.
I liked that cartoon better than I liked the movie.
Which movie?
Was it the one that came out like in 97, 99? Was that it?
Okay.
Maybe it was
with,
the latest one that came out, like whatever it was, 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
I didn't mind that too much. It was weird. Snails was a weird character.
Yeah. So here's my problem with that movie, and not the cartoon. I liked the cartoon because it was normal kids sitting down, getting put into the D&D realm, dealing with the dungeon master. The dungeon master was
He was like the protagonist.
he
in a
was
way.
he was an antagonist, yes, a protagonist, absolutely. But he was sort of off to the side. He just set up the scenarios and walked away and let them deal with it.
It was like today's episode. We need this.
Yeah. The thing is, though, with that is he they didn't stand there. They did it. The archer actually shot the bow. The spellcaster, the magic user, actually cast the spell.
There's a paladin.
The fighter actually ran up and hit him with the sword.
Mhm.
In the movie, the D&D movie that came out,
Oh yeah, the thief was like doing magic and stuff like that.
well, not just that, but it was, the magic user was literally saying, I'm going to cast this spell. And the thief was saying, well, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to steal this from you. And, like they were announcing their abilities instead of just doing their abilities.
Right. You wanted more show and less talk.
Yeah. Nick,
Explain who you are, not. Well, don't explain, but show me who you are and not explain it.
well, just when you're role playing, you as the player running the character, you say those things, but
In the game, you don't
in
walk
the
up to somebody,
game, you don't
"Hey,
walk
I'm a
up to
thief."
somebody and say, hey, I'm a thief and I'm pickpocketing you. You just go pickpocket them.
Yeah. Usually just slide a message over to the dungeon master.
Yeah.
It's someone in the party.
Or even just say it out loud. I mean, that's fine. But the character, the dialogue that exists for the characters within the game is not that. The magic user is not going to say, I'm casting a magic missile on you. They're just going to cast a magic missile on you.
Right.
So that happened through the entire movie, and that really made me mad.
Yeah, I didn't pick up that. That wasn't like the signals I was getting too much for that movie. It was more like the characters seemed too trope.
Yeah, they did that too.
For a movie, I get that for the cartoon because the cartoons are cartoons, and even the cartoons were more simpler. They didn't fall into the tropes. I mean, they did, but they played it off as like charm. Where the movie came off as more like the dwarf is a dwarf. He's gonna act like this, and I don't know. I don't think they played the dwarf very well. The thief and snails, they were kind of absent with. They didn't seem real.
Yeah. So you know what else I did this week so far? I went. I took a trip down to the harbor up there in Conneaut, and because we've had all this cold weather, and I'm like, man, and I did not climb out onto the ice, but I did get a beautiful view of the lake and all the people ice fishing out there. Ice fishing is an awesome hobby. I've only done it about a handful of times in my life, but I have known people that have loved ice fishing. So and while I was up there, I took some pictures. Nope. I don't know what that was. But the lake is frozen all the way across. Wow. And so you can go across the lake and, apparently you could walk across the lake. I don't recommend trying it, but excuse me.
I think I read somewhere that someone actually did that in the 70s. Some journalist or something walked all the way to Canada. He made a camp. It took him a couple days, but he made a camp on the lake and had like a tent and stayed in there and had a little like, fire or something to keep warm.
You know, it was just in the paper, in the news yesterday. It was in the news. Some guys took 4-wheelers out onto the lake and they got stuck and they fell in. And apparently they got rescued, but they fell in. But hey, you know, there's 10 inches of ice plus, like up around the Conneaut,
this is
up around the Conneaut lighthouse there, wherever that is. There we go. And you can see like that guy, that lighthouse is far away from the dock where I was at. Those people were like halfway across there.
Yeah. Well, if we do cover this hobby, I'll send you out on the lake, and I draw the line on the shoreline, and that's where I'll stay.
Okay, good. At least I have somebody going with me out there. Yeah, I'm sure we'll find somebody that would love to do some ice fishing with us. I just happened to be up there, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go down to the lake because I want to see the lake, and it was beautiful. So I took a couple of pictures and happened to notice all the people. There was probably 10 different groups of people down there ice fishing. So
wow. That's scary to me.
Yeah, you know, the first couple times I walked out across the ice, it was scary to me too. So I feel you on that.
Maybe if someone can pull me on a canoe or a boat, and
just in case.
Yeah, I'll stay on the boat. I'll fish, but I'd rather something underneath me that's not ice and just water.
All right, maybe we'll figure that out.
We'll just have to have someone replace me. Andrew said he would.
Okay,
I'll stand by and videotape you from far away.
You can shoot the camera from shore.
Yeah, that'll be my role. I'll stay on shore, zoom in really tight.
Well, that was as tight as I could get with that lighthouse shot.
That was pretty good.
That was as close as I could zoom in there, and you could just barely see the people who are fishing right next to the ice house. Like those people that are in that shot, they were about 3/4 of the way out, but there are actually 2 other people literally within like 5 foot of the ice house foundation or the lighthouse foundation.
Is it worth going out there? Do you actually get a good catch?
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, there's people down in Punxsutawney that are ice fishing right now too, and
that's more of an enclosed lake. I mean, those fishes are always going to be there, but the lake is more massive. I mean,
you people are catching stuff down there. They were anyway. That day they were that I went down there. That was like Thursday, I think.
Well, good for them.
Or no, or Tuesday, I think is when I went down there.
If anybody's a ice fisher out there and has the gear and want to do an episode, hit Nemo up, not me. But definitely contact us. We would love to explore this hobby. He would love to explore this hobby.
We'll get out there. We'll do it. It's a fun hobby. Fishing in general is a fun hobby. I used to be that guy that had and I still have fishing gear. I just don't have the time, but I would commute back and forth to work regularly. My commute was from east side of Cleveland to Youngstown for a long time. And there's a reservoir out there along 422, and I would stop there and go fishing, and would spend an hour fishing off the causeway, or I'd run over to one of the Mosquito Lake or wherever, and I'd fish there for an hour or so before I drove back home, depending on the time of day, obviously. But I kept full set of fishing gear in the trunk of my car all the time.
Jeez.
Just in case I found a pond. I would be known to randomly walk up and see a pond and be like, okay, that's a huge pond. And I would knock on people's doors, ask them if I could throw a line in for a little while. I would actually take the bus, because I grew up in Cleveland. So without a car, I would just take my fishing gear, get on the bus, and I'd go out to Neff Road Pier, and I would fish off of Neff Road Pier. That was always a good time. And when I was done, I'd turn around and come home. So, yeah, I used to fish quite a bit.
I'll do my fishing on land. Yeah. I remember a different kind of fishing, not water-based, but you mentioned knocking on people's door if they had ponds. I remember hanging out with my dad, and he would go to farmers or people with a large field, knock on their door and ask them if we can go up and down hunting for arrowheads. And I think I found one, if I remember right. I don't know which one it is. I have a few arrowheads that my dad gave me, and I think one of them might have been one I found. But
Yeah,
that seemed fun.
arrowhead.
I like doing that. That's land-based. That's something Rykus can do.
Okay, so no skydiving for you?
No.
Okay, yeah.
No water,
We'll
no
send
skydiving,
Andrew
no
out for
climbing
the
large
skydiving.
buildings and putting on Netflix.
As long as you take a radio with you, absolutely.
Did,
All right,
did you
so-
see that guy that climbed the building on Netflix?
No.
That was nuts. Somewhere in China, he climbed. I don't know how big it was, but it was. He did some dangerous stuff. Freehand. No ropes, no nothing. Climbed the whole side of the building.
That's crazy to me now. There was a time, but I think now that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some hobbies out there I'm not sure I want to cover, but I would definitely go talk to people about.
Absolutely. We don't have to indulge full head first into the hobby. We just have to scrape the surface.
Yeah. To bring it to people's attention.
We got to get inside it and say, why do you like this? And get a really good response. Because
I think we do a good job of that, and I think our audience appreciates it.
I hope so. I'm enjoying doing this.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun.
I'm learning a lot about people's hobbies and why and what they do.
So where are we at there? Yeah, that's it. So maybe we could. Well, let's see here.
So if you like and subscribe us, we can keep doing this for a lot longer time, and I'd appreciate that. And we do have something for our 100th subscriber.
Yeah, which we're getting close to. Our numbers keep going up, little bits at a time. We've got this beautiful coffee mug. And I'm
gonna make a prediction right here.
Hmm.
I think once they hit a certain number, they're gonna jump up high.
Yeah,
we're gonna see a huge incline of subscribers.
Well, the numbers are going up, and I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody jumping in here and supporting the channel and watching our shows. Like most channels, there is a disproportionate number of people who are watching our movies and our shows and subscribe to the channel. So please subscribe to the channel. When we hit 100 subscribers, this beautiful coffee mug is getting sent out to the 100th subscriber, and maybe I'll be able to reveal something special about what this coffee mug is going on in a week or two. So we'll see what happens there. But you'll also get this really awesome, and I keep crumbling it up every week, but look at it.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
Would you look, just look at that for a minute.
Captain's comic t-shirt. Beautiful comic book store t-shirt. Any size, any color, whatever it is. So if you're like a 3X guy or a 1X girl and you are the 100th, you'll be able to order it any size, any color. We'll send it out to you. Man, I'm scratchy today. I don't know what's going on with me. I was fine until we started the show. Andrew was doing okay until we started the show too. I don't know if you hear him in the background. We're actually not sick. I don't know.
I hope not. I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh, don't admit to that on camera.
I feel a little spry, so I don't want to catch a bug.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm not sick. I've just got something going on with my throat. So yeah, check out the website, ashtabulahobbytalk.com, and
Right on.
man, don't forget, we've got a Ko-fi. If you want to support us, send us a Ko-fi account. Send us a Ko-fi through our Ko-fi account. Just says support us on the website. Just click that, and it'll take you right to the support page there. In the meantime, we've got something really cool coming up next week. So we'll see you guys then.
All right. Hobby on.
Hobby on.